Let's talk to Stephanie on line 2. What's up? You're on with the Fixer?
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Welcome back, first of all.
Thank you.
And you don't look fat. I don't care what Stansberry says.
All right, you're lying, but thank you.
So, I heard the Fixer needs fixing with a Harley.
Yeah, well, perhaps. I mean, I'm definitely thinking about maybe getting a bike doing that whole thing, yeah.
And, you know, I'm a fixer myself, so I think I can help the Fixer fix the problem. Does the Fixer think he can fix the problem of not having a Harley and coming to see me?
Stand by.
Standing by.
Can you have her get that info?
Yeah.
Because I got to tell you, if she works for a motorcycle place, we'd love to get them on the radio. That would be cool. Can you tell her to actually get the info from that, if you can? Sorry,
yeah.
Dan.
No, I can do it. She
right.
usually cannot hear us.
Thank you in there for doing that.
What line is she on?
3. Stephanie, line 3. No, scratch that, 2. Bordic. Stephanie, line 2. That's Bordic. All right. Email submission for the Fixer. It amazes me. It amazes me that guys are still trying to do this. Kendra in Strongsville. Hand to God, my husband wants me to have a threesome with myself and my best friend. Okay, first off, Kendra, thank you for the email submission. The Fixer's first piece of advice is he doesn't really want, he thinks he wants it, he doesn't want it.
He doesn't want it?
He doesn't want it. He thinks he wants it, but he doesn't want it. It's something that I think us married guys think we want. I had a bit of, okay, here's a perfect example. Before we moved here, my wife and I were dating. Or, what, you know, it might have been here. But my wife was in that, I'll be totally cool and act like I'm cool with everything phase. And so back then, I still would frequent strip club establishments. I don't go to places like that anymore because I personally don't believe that God wants me in a strip club. That's just me personally. I get a weird vibe in there. I'll leave that one up to Dan. Okay?
I'm happy to fall in that.
Okay. But there was a time where, you know, I lived a life like that. And my wife
ruined it.
My wife acted like she was cool with it. So we did the whole, hey, we'll all go out drinking and we'll go to the strip club, you know, me and this woman that I love, and it'll be great. And we did the, hey, someone should buy Maxwell's girlfriend, who he loves dearly, a lap dance. And we did that whole thing.
That was me.
So that was here?
Oh, yeah. You don't remember this?
No.
There was a club opening downtown. We all went, and it got weird from there.
Yeah. And so someone bought my wife a lap dance. Now, of course, here I am sitting there, red-blooded American male, raised on Playboy and Penthouse, thinking, look at my wife, look at how cool she is. She'll go to the strip club with me, all my friends, and we're partying. And she started to get this lap dance, and I could tell how uncomfortable it made her. And so I put the kibosh down on it. Totally put the kibosh down. I think that guys say they want a threesome with their wives when really what they mean is, I want a threesome with 2 strange women,
right?
But they think they have a better chance of pulling it off if they include the wife. I don't think guys really want this.
I think a good rule of thumb on 3 people in a bed together is that, honestly, as long as nobody in that bed is in love with somebody else in that bed, you can pull it off. It can be done. But if there are real feelings going on in there, I have never seen that turn into, oh, thank God we did this.
Yeah. What do you think,
Well, I just assumed that the guy actually really wanted to do it, or he wouldn't be requesting it.
No, he wants to do it. He's doing it with his wife because he thinks he has a better chance of getting it done if he includes his wife.
It's one of those things you don't know you're going to regret it until it's too late.
Until you do it.
Yeah.
And look, I'm sure that there are swingers out there that pull this stuff off all the time, and God bless you, but I think you guys are emotionally broken weirdo people.
there's something wrong with
I
you.
really think there's something wrong with swingers, man. I do. I have tried to be accepting of it and understanding of it, but I think that there's a screw loose, man. There's a nut loose in their head, and I think that there are bad, traumatic events that lead to people later in life
having great sex lives.
Yeah, becoming swingers.
I agree with you. I mean, there's obviously something a little off about telling your wife, "Hey, I love you," but I get off on watching somebody else have sex with you.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I was at Blossom one night. We were doing some show there. We were promoting something, and this guy kept getting him like in my face kind of about how he wanted me to make out with his wife. Like he wanted me to do it. And he was like, "Hey, I'm going to go get a beer." He's like, "Feel free to do whatever you want with her." I'm gone. And I'm like, dude, first of all, there's like 10,000 people right around here, but he kept getting, and eventually he made me kind of like make out with his wife. And she was a beautiful woman. So on one hand, I was like thrilled to be doing it. But on the other hand, I was like, dude, you're kind of watching me do this, which is making me a little nervous about it.
Making my butt cheeks pucker.
Like, who's this more for, her or you? Because if this is more for you, then I feel weird.
Yeah.
I want to be done doing this.
It's almost like bringing porno into the marriage. I like the idea of bringing pornography into my marriage.
I like having pornography instead of a marriage.
I like that a lot. But the truth of the matter is, I can't do it. I'm not comfortable with it. I feel like it's disrespectful to my wife and to the mother of my children. I do.
You got to be careful about introducing the porn, because even girls you think are going to be okay with it sometimes pull a fast one and they hate it. And I've made that mistake. I had that mistake happen not even all that long ago. So I get your fear of that.
All right. So the Fixer's first order of advice for Kendra in Strongsville, whose email is, I hate to say it, but my husband wants to have a threesome with me, is he doesn't really want to. Okay, but let's say that he's convinced that he does.
I thought she should wail first and
then... stand by.
Oh, okay.
We're getting
Stand by. Let's just say that he does. And he's convinced he does, and you're convinced it might be a good idea. Number one, wail. And reevaluate.
By yourself.
Yes. Number two, if you decide to go through with it, first off, I hope you don't have kids. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm going to judge you. I hope you don't have kids. Because I'm very judgmental. Maxwell 2.0 is still judgmental.
You don't say.
But I would recommend that there be rules of engagement. It's kind of standard when couples swing, even though I think it's weird and I think y'all are mentally ill. They do have these rules of engagement. And those are that your husband is only allowed to do certain things to you. Certain things are off limits with the third party, with the other woman who's involved in the act. And I think it's some weird swinger attempt to keep the wife special as you hoe her out. It's all very weird, but that's part of that culture. I mean, you've seen it firsthand.
Yeah, absolutely. I've lived through this a couple of different ways. I've slept with two women that I could care less about, and then I have done this inside of a relationship with a girl. And I can tell you on the latter, when you're done, you know what I mean? That should always be with the woman you're in the relationship with.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I learned that the hard way. I was like, I didn't know that. And I learned that lesson, and it was an ugly lesson to learn.
So, there you go. The Fixer. I gotta tell you, day number one, I feel like it was strong.
It was.
All right? We'll have email submissions. You know, what I want to do is I actually want to set up a specific email box for The Fixer.
I'm sure we can do that.
Like, say, The Fixer at WNCX.com. It's not set up yet, so don't do it now. But that's what I would like to do. Don't forget, we do it every Monday, 9 o'clock. You can phone in your issues